What is up, you guys? Ben German here, and today we're going to be doing a Clash of Clans strategy video, which is a tutorial on a giant healer attacking strategy. And for those of you who have been around or have seen my first video, I did do a giant healer tutorial as my first video, but I have progressed as a YouTuber and as a commentator. So this is the composition we'll be using: 4 Valkyries, 2 healers, 16 giants is what you don't touch. You always have those as it is on screen, but you can touch and mess around with the wall breakers, barbarians, archers, and wizards, which we have cooking up right now. We actually don't have on screen to show right now. And we do take heal spells and jump spells because the heal spells really keep the giants up if there's a wizard tower, while we're trying to get to the first air defense to make sure that we get our healer down without getting fucked up by an air defense. And we don't usually use all of our spells, we just keep them there because spells do take longer than troops to make. And with all that being said, let's get into our first replay. So here's the replay we'll be showing, and a prime example of how this composition fucks people up. And what we do first is drop our giants. We usually do check for clan castles, but I mean, I was feeling pretty confident, so yeah, we did just drop our giants. And once the mortar hits, we're gonna drop a couple of our wall breakers and create a funnel with our barge army like we always do. And we're gonna drop a couple more wall breakers, and they're actually gonna do a great job of yeeting the shit out of that mortar shell, and they're barely gonna get the wall down because the wizard tower, if it was level 7, it would have fucked up my wall breakers, but it did not. We're gonna drop the heroes in behind, and we did create a funnel with a couple wizards on the sides as well, and we dropped the rest in the middle. And once the air defense went down like it just did right now, we dropped the healer, and she should be good for at least 40 to 50% of this raid before we get into the middle and the air defenses start becoming huge bitches. And we're gonna pause right here to see that the giants swung away from our heroes and our wizards. And as you can see, this is why we take Valkyries, because the Valkyries did go to the other side, and they do serve as really good tank units, because the giants only do go for defensive structures, and the Valkyries, they go for whatever the fuck they will, damn please. And that's a good job because the wizards and the barbarians, archers, and heroes do also go for whatever the fuck they want. And I didn't mean to drop a jump spell right there, but I accidentally dropped the heal, and it did serve. Actually it really worked out right there because it did a good job of healing up the giants, and the wizards hopped in too and joined the party. And these wizards are going to fuck up the elixir storage and give us a fuckload of elixir just by taking out one of the 4 elixir not collectors, actually storages. Fuck, I always fuck that up. The archer queen is over there trying to avenge her king because he went down in front of her eyes, and the queen is also on her royal rag. The archer's hard darn fucked up. Avenge him, queen. Oh, she's not even gonna use her royal cloak because I'm a dumbass, and I don't know what I was waiting for, but I did wait. But the wizards are in the middle fucking shit up still and taking all of their precious gold. Oh my god, that looks great. And they're gonna take out the Tesla as well, and the elixir collector should also be falling as well. It's actually a storage. I can't believe I fucked that up again. And that's about gonna wrap it up right there. We're not gonna do much else, and that's gonna give us 65%, 15 trophies, over 600,000 in resources, almost 700,000. And we also picked up almost 1,200 dark elixir, which is really what we were aiming for. But this came up, and I mean, I couldn't just pass it up. And we do need the dark elixir to get our queen and king up to at least 20, because that is the goal. Like, I'm really pissed off that they're really low right now. So we do have this composition getting ready, and we'll be right back once we find a match as well. So we did find, he's a pretty maxed out Tahoe 9, but we're still going to go for him. And he is the ideal base to attack. Even though most of the loot is on the outside, we're still going to attack and try to 3-star this bitch, because he has the ideal base to attack with this composition with the air defenses on the outsides. And they shouldn't interfere with our healers until like right about in the middle. So we are going to drop our giants right here by this air defense. Drop one just to test for a spring chopper and whatnot. And the rest are going to go down. The wall breakers are also going to go down. See, the mortar fucks it up. Oh my god, we still have 2 more, so it's all good. And that's going to get us through that wall. We're going to make our funnel with our barge army as we always do. Drop a couple wizards on the side as well. And then we're going to drop our Valkyries in the middle alongside our heroes. Down goes the king in a bit after the wizards go down. The king goes down. The queen's also going down. And everything looks so good right now, guys. I mean, I don't think this guy's gonna stop us. Our healers are doing a great job of keeping our giants up so far, and we do have a wizard and a couple archers still in our pocket. Let's see what's going. The expos are also empty. I did not even notice that. And another prime example of why I take Valkyries. The giants are all on the right and the Valkyries are on the left, and they're doing a great job of tanking for our wizards, as well as the Barb King is also tanking for our wizards. We're not even gonna lie, but the Valkyries are still there, and that's the point of this. We're gonna use the King's Iron Fist, and that's gonna give us the 1st star. And the Queen is working on the Town Hall, and that's gonna go down for the 2nd star. And we don't really give a fuck. We're just trying to take all this loot. We're gonna drop a wizard at the bottom, and we'll drop a wizard at the top, at the edge of the screen. There it goes, and that should take out those buildings over there with ease. 68%, just missed the 69, 71% so far. 2nd star, and the Queen is gonna be taking down the Expo that is defenseless. Poor Expo. Okay. Fuck the expo, says the queen. She is on her royal rag. Must I remind you, she's not feeling too good today. And I think we're gonna use her ability right there just to get through the archer tower. And we didn't use it a little later because we tried to save her health. And I'm more than positive the wizards would get through that cannon at the top. And they are just about to get it. There it goes. And no more defensive structures remain. The air defense has just gone down. And it's just a cleanup of the rest of the village. This gold storage is the last thing that stands. And that's gonna wrap it up, guys. 3 stars, 100%. And more than 500,000 in resources, about like 560,000 in resources, plus a sweet 1,000 dark elixir plus, and we will take that shit all day. We're trying to get our heroes to 20, like I said before, because it's that important. Like, I keep pressing the issue, man. Like, I'm so tired of having these shitty heroes. They're not exactly shitty, but they're not exactly great as well. And that's gonna bring us to the question of the day. Today's question of the day comes from Jay, better known as Gaming with GK, and he asks, what's your favorite defense and COG so far? Clash of Clans, of course he means, you know, come on Jay. I'm sure he doesn't mean anything else, but I'm gonna answer this question in 2 different ways. The first one is defenses I don't have, which is the Inferno Tower, which is fucking sick because you can set it to 2 different options, just like the Expo, but for this one it's single target. That shit melts through fucking golems and heroes. And then the multi-target, which melts through any other smaller troop. And the second part is of defenses that I got, and I'm gonna have to go with hidden Teslas. Definitely not the fucking air sweeper. I fucking hate air sweepers. Like, they do so much damage against me. Not damage because they don't do damage, but like fucking they just hurt me. Like, they just move my balloons and bully them around and push them around and shit. And that shit pisses me off, man. And I hate them so much. I'm sorry I had to waste like 20 seconds of this video saying how much I hate them, but that's how much I fucking despise them. But I do like the hidden Teslas because they are hidden, like they're fucking ninjas. They just come out of nowhere like blah bitch, and they'll fuck up your raid, and they can really put some damage, or they can put in the hurts on somebody who really wasn't expecting the placement of this hidden Tesla. Especially if you have a really open base layout, it's really easy to hide them in places people wouldn't expect them, and they do a shit ton of damage on those poor little P.E.K.K.A.s, and they do a load of damage also on any other unit when they're in unison, like all 4 of them in just one fucking spot. They will fuck up any of your troops. I don't care what anyone says, especially level 8. Those are fucking, they're just amazing. And I can't wait to get mine level 8 when I get to Tahoe 8 one day. And that's gonna wrap it up for the question of the day, guys. Don't forget to like, comment below your question of the day, and subscribe for daily Clash of Clans content. I hope everybody has a great day, and don't forget to come back tomorrow and keep clashing with Ben.